Okay. Oh, we need to have a cookie. Alright, let's get an amount here. What an absolute fun and disastrous morning at the same time. There we go. Hey, we survived. Okay, so let's get some tunes as promised, and then we'll figure out, just what happy fun times ensue. Should we do jazz? Maybe some lo-fi jazz. Who doesn't like lo-fi jazz? Afro lo-fi, afternoon jazz, always the girl is always there. And then let's find me. No, you don't need to restore pages. So I can see you guys. Maybe, if my stuff works. Well, I mean it is, but the audio won't be as good as I want it to be because you're not on GoPro. I am so... Oh, I have my thoughts. Yeah, okay, we're on. I guess I don't exist. Oh, there I am. Okay. Jeez, that took a minute. Huh. Weird. Okay, whatever. Hey, there I am, finally. Okay, so if I keep me in another window, I can see if anybody's there. It's so nice having actual internet. Okay, as I scream into the void, wow, what a fun morning. What a great audience. Alright. Let's get the phone some power. It's 100%, but it's not going to be 100% for very long. The one person is me, actually. It's funny. Okay, so the morning of problem solving. Luckily, my streaming heroes are people like Adam Savage and Ian Brutal Moose. So this whole like problem solving process, it's fine to me. I get frustrated, but I shake it off. So let's start with the morning's thing. So for some reason, security keys on good old station here decided to throw a conniption fit. And so it took me a few minutes because I've never had Windows keys, secure boot keys, by the way. I've never had secure boot keys get corrupted or fucked up. So it kept on throwing me an error about oh, there was unauthorized changes in UEFI, etc. and so forth. And I was like, oh, okay. So I thought perhaps the battery had died and then I just had to reset some BIOS settings. No, not true. So I figured it out. I had to go through and I had to clear. These are amazing cookies, by the way. Not even cookies, they're like nutritious biscuits. I had to clear, not CMOS, but I had to clear the secure boot keys, and then I finally got into Windows. So, I don't know. Because I move Station around a lot. He's kind of like a helper or a prop for movies and for, like this. Now, speaking of, we need to make some music, and we gotta watch our audio levels here. Okay. And then comes GoPro. And then comes this thing. Now, okay, granted, I'm on an old one. This one, 8, is so old. 13 is out now. So, it's probably showing its age. But, I will say this. I think I'm going to try a competitor's camera from now on. I was thinking about the DJI, even though everybody's complaining about image quality issues and bitrate issues. I don't want to discredit anybody. I think there's a misunderstanding. Like a lot of people are like, oh, the bitrate's only like 60 and 80. And I heard that they recently updated and released it 100 megabits. But it's running on HEVC, which is H.265, which is more efficient than H.264. So you'll get the same quality for less bitrate. And I think that's one misunderstanding there, is people may not know codecs. And I don't, not a genius, okay? I kind of fundamentally understand how they work. And then, the next thing is they're talking about like, oh, the shadows are noisy or whatnot, but you're taking basically a smartphone sensor, and you're taking these things and you're pushing them to the absolute, you're probably pushing them beyond. To be honest, I think 100K megabits at H.264, H.265 doesn't matter from, oh god, I think they're like, I don't know how big they are. They're like 5/8 of an inch or 7/8 or something, so they're really tiny. And then the processing power in these things is so tiny. And where a lot of people are saying, oh, the image looks so bad in the shadows, you know, if it's not lit, it looks bad. It's like, these aren't made like your Arri Alexas and stuff like that, where you've got fucking like 23 stops. You can have the sun in the background, set your skin to 70, and then pull it down in post later. So, they're not like that. I think people are expecting too much. And the whole reason I started talking about this rant is because I'm thinking that I'm going to abandon GoPro. Why is my wheel turning? Am I not live? Look at my frame. That's awesome. Oh, there I go. I moved the internet out here. It should be way more stable. Anywho. I love my frozen frame. Anywho, I'm thinking when it's time, in another year or something, I will try the DJI. Action 5, Action 6, whatever. Everybody's complaining about it, but I really think if you set your expectations right, it'll be good to go. So, anywho, so that was problem 2. This will not connect to my phone. I spent 10-15 minutes on it. I'm done. Just move on. I wanted to start way earlier, but to be honest, I stayed up playing, of all games, Minecraft, way too late. So, and the reason I'm playing Minecraft is because I have a protege. Some friends of the family, their son is 12. He's super into YouTube. I mean, he is the future, and he's the reason why I believe in the platform so much, because does he watch TV? Yeah. Maybe like 5 minutes. Does he watch YouTube? Yeah. Every second of the day, probably. Not really, he's got school and stuff, but you know what I mean. So, they asked me, would I show him the ropes? Would I teach him how to do it? And I said, absolutely. So, doesn't mean growth, you know, it's skill, but it's also a lot of luck involved too. No matter what the big ones say, like, there is luck. There's definitely an amount of skill too. You can't say it's all luck, but it's a balance. But like, he doesn't, like, he needs to figure out how things work, etc. and so forth. So, good news is I have OBS on the main rig in there, so occasionally maybe we can actually like sit and be like normal streaming people. But at the same time, I want to keep this jank set up too, because like I said, my streaming heroes, and I have all categories of heroes. Like my film heroes are obviously Scorsese, Tarantino, but like my internet heroes, a lot of the people I look up to, like just for YouTube creation, are like, well, the basics: Red Letter Media, AVGN, Papa Meat, stuff like that. People that match my personality. You might hear those occasionally. Sorry. Something happened on the channel. And then, second off, my streaming inspirations. The biggest one for just doing things like this is Adam Savage. And he just flows with it. Throws the phone up, looks at it, where you're looking up his nose, and touches, and doing so. The fact that you just do it and set stuff up as you go comes from Adam Savage. And then the second streaming importance is Ian from Buddha Moose. I really love just relax and just enjoy. So, stress level 0. We're back to 0. I'll figure this out on my own time. Yeah. Okay, so the original idea, if I started when I wanted to, and I did wake up late, but, you know, technical problems aside, we gotta solve some problems that I go through between each movie. We always find something that works, and it doesn't work, and it could work better. And this is one of those things where it just became an issue on set, to where I was just spending time and spending tape on it. So, let's get into it. Hold on. We'll switch up. I gotta close the door so I don't get skeeters in the house. Puppy dogs out here. My happiness. Definitely not GoPros and stuff. So. There. Okay. Good morning, puppy dog. Good morning, puppy douche. Hi. Hi, puppy douche. Hi, it's puppy douche. Hi, puppy douche. Hi, booba douche. Okay. So the sun is out here. Oh, we need some tunes, too. Hopefully the audio will be okay because, well, phone's audios are not the best. The GoPro does have better audio, which is why I wanted to use it. Alright. I don't need this anymore right now. Put you over here. Are you a bee or a fly? Fuck off. Either one. Okay. Oh, we need tunes. I'm sorry. I got you guys here so I can see you, and then I do have to watch out for volume. Turn that down. We should have some output. Oh, maybe we don't, because I don't know if I plugged in the back. I did. Okay. I figured some jazz. I also had to go on the roof of the house to get out an old monitor. Of course not. Why would we have audio? It's gonna blast on, I know it. Okay, we're playing. I may have to, or it only has one out. Let's try a different. Okay, no, we're live. What is my output set at? No, system gain is good. Okay. Green should be the out. Mic is pink, blue, no. Awesome. Engaging. Oh, hey! I plugged in headphones. We'll go with that. Oh, you know what it might be? I totally forgot. Well, no, since it reset my BIOS, it should be good to go. Or unless it's still disabled. That's a good point. Because I use a mixer. And station used to be plugged into that mixer. So I had always canceled high definition audio device. Yeah. So let me see if I can't find the input real quick. Okay, so it's trying to go out a monitor, Realtek digital output. Yeah, it's disabled. Ooh, that's why. High definition audio device. Yeah. So let me see if I can't find the input real quick. Oh, I gotta mute my dumb ass on my stream. Oh Christ, we're gonna get a lot of feedback. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot. Okay, whoa. Easy now, easy. Let's do master volume actually instead. That way I don't have to turn YouTube up. How about there? Should be comfy. Okay. Alright. Okay. Hey, we're finally up and running at 9:42. Technically 40 minutes later than I wanted. Okay. So hopefully the mix isn't too bad for, myself watching. I'm not going to put on cans and whatnot. But here's our goal today. Wow, look at that. Alright, sorry. Watching me in the delay is crazy. Okay, so here's the problem I had on set. So what we got is, I've got LED lights. And I gotta stop trying to bend over to sit in the frame. I've got LED strips, and I have power which goes to them individually, so I can turn on each light individually, but sometimes I don't need like 8 to 10 cables, especially when I do, say, a setup of like there's lights, and then there's glass on top of something, and I got the lights going through. There's no need to run like 10 cables to the glass. These have their little patch cables right here. And all they do is, how about I demonstrate? All they do is they go from one to the other and you get power. Give me a second, get right in here. Going to also build some more plugs too, because I built all the plugs for these. Because when you buy them, the instructions say you're supposed to nip this in half, and then either use this end, the male to female, or obviously the other end, and then wire on your plug, or put them in series, whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's series. Or is it parallel? I think it's series. Because it runs through. Anyways, whatever. You nip it and you wire your plug and your cord on that. So that's what I did. And at that time, it was really cheap. You could go down to the everything store and for like $60 in TD. I feel it's too loud. Because you guys are closer than me. How about that? Okay. For like $60 NTD, you could get yourself the same length of cable, and then it had a Christmas light end on it, if you know, and not the tiny Christmas light, but the one that you could screw in. I think you know what I'm talking about. And then they would sell the raw cable, but the raw cable was like $100. It was like $40 more. I was like, what? It had a plug. And then it just had bare wire. And I was like, well, it's cheaper for me to just buy the Christmas end and nip it off and then just, wire it to this. So that's what I did. But then, when I was looking for just extra cable, I saw that one store sells these for, I think it was $80 NTD, so like $2 US. So we were going to make some of these, but since I found it cheap, I just bought it to save some time. So anyways, all these lights do, move our GoPro, get our power up. It's just a light, but they're super versatile. And then you've got your patch cable. This will go M to F, so you can patch them together. Am I a dumbass? Yeah, I am. I am. Anywho, we'll just demonstrate like that. You can patch them together like that. I didn't make an end with these. I went all these ends. And only a couple of them have the male to male. Or the stick out instead of stick in. Whoever made them figured it out later. Because some of the newer ones don't have that. But you can still patch them together. That's why they give you these. So like if you have that end to that end, I guess. No, that's still double. Anyways. You can take this cable and just put it together. However though, there's a problem with that. And that problem is, I had to deal with it on set rather than get out and solder. It's too short and it's way too stiff. So like constantly, in order to get stuff, and the length of the lights doesn't matter because they're light, they weigh nothing. So you're constantly tipping and such and so forth. So I learned I can tape here and then tape on the nub here and it'll solve the issue. But it just takes time and it takes tape. So since we're not filming, now it's time to fix it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to increase the distance between with some less stiff cable, just some lamp cord, and then since that's longer, it doesn't have the twisty stress of the plug on it. So now that I got it right, yeah. So that's our goal. And that's it. That's it. That's really all we're gonna do. I figured we turn it into a chill session and just solder cables, listen to some music, talk, hang out. It is a monsoon here, so there's a ton of rain. And probably not the best day, but it's okay. And we're out back of the house. Some of you may or may not have ever been out back of a Taiwanese house. Or I shouldn't even say Taiwanese. Like, pretty much all mega cities are like this. There's several things I learned, like, living here. Like, since it's tropical, you can put your laundry stuff outside. And then someone's having construction out there. And then, like, since it's a mega city, your neighbors are right there. Like, it looks further for you, but if I were to get up on the platform, I don't think I could touch. I could get about halfway between me and them. So, it's pretty tight. I need a knife. Let me be right back. And we got other stands, so we'll switch you around. Enjoy the music. Okay, boy. Alright, let's crush them. We'll have puppy cookies as we need them. So that's kind of breakfast, kind of not. Alright, lamp cord over here. Let's get our station up. And tidy. I'm really bummed about the GoPro thing. I really, really am. Because it's nice to have it on my head so you guys can just kind of be there. But it is what it is. Alright, flux. I have some shrink tubing to use up. Let's see if it's not too big, too small. That's too small, that's too small. That's too small. That might work. And that might work. Get a little helper. What do we use up here? Because we can use up the really thick stuff. Yeah. Helper box. And let's get out the beast. A good soldering station is worth its weight in gold. This one's really old, but I don't foresee it buying. I mean, Hakko makes good stuff. This isn't their industrial line, it's more your intense hobbyist, but Christ, I've had this a long time. long time. And I love it. Every little detail of it. It's my favorite thing. I used to use guns. Nah. Guns are weak. But they have their point, so don't hear me wrong. They have their purpose. I just like stations. We're doing wires, huh? Especially the feet. I also invested in a lot of different types of feet. I've got some point. I got some points, and then I have a lot of your hoof type. I use the hoofs the most because they are just fabulous at transferring your heat really, really, really well. And then I have, the flat tops. Flat tops are good too. They're good general use. And I got them in all ranges. So, yeah. Good collection. I should have a big fat hoof. Here's one, right here. We're outside too, because I don't want to use I don't have an extractor. I have, I don't know what to call it. It's Hako as well, but it's basically just a fan with charcoal, and then behind the charcoal it has another activated filter, super duper thick. But I find that no matter where I place it in the house and I solder and I let it suck up the fumes through all the filtration, I still end up with a sore throat, and you can smell it for sure. Even I place the wand right on the suction, and I work right on the suction. So extraction is the best. Of course. Versus filtration. Alright. In, we're good. So we just work outside. Where are we at? We're right around 260, 275. Okay, we wet my little spongy here. Hopefully everything is balanced. It is what it is, but that's okay. Alright, let's get into it. My favorite thing for making films is problem solving. I just love it. Like, when I told you like this was an issue on set, it's not like I was pissed off. It's not like trying to stream from a GoPro. It was like, ooh, I get to fix something later. And it just, that's what it's all about. That's why I like making movies. It's all about like on-the-fly problem solving. I saw there's really nice helping hands out there. This is so old. Ooh, Jesus, they're getting rusty. But, I mean, shit, these are probably as old as I am. Which is old. I inherited these. So, I think there's better versions, maybe. But, what was I making? I was making something delicate recently, and I had to tape the alligator claws. Because they were biting through the wires. Gosh, it wasn't that long ago. I can't remember what I made, what I was soldering, but... morning coffee. Put that up there. I had to shimmy on top of the building to get a monitor down for you guys. Okay, so, like I said, when you buy these, they want you to nip it and then wire your plug onto it. Which I did, but we're going to nip about half. I'm just gonna eyeball it. There we go. And we got dew and we got brown in there. Okay, that's good. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if they color coordinated them, but that's great that they did. So now it's easier to remember. I'll move you in a second. I just thought so you can see. It's not super duper exciting. We're just cutting the core. Smells like solder in the morning. It smells good. Hey, there we go. Blue and brown in the jacket. That's smaller than I thought. We might be able to use some of that heat shrink. That's good, because I kind of want to use it up. Let's see. See if we can't size it. This is probably too big. Unless I do it at once. That's really tight. No. So, how about you? Oh yeah, you're perfect. Okay, so the other stuff is too small. Alright, that's no problem. Okay, so we got one end. Strip it a little bit more. If you were here earlier, I mentioned, like, you know, Adam Savage, Hero Streamer, like, I'm not making things like Adam, but not every day you're making, like, crazy things. Most of your time is spent problem solving and fixing things like this. Okay. I don't know what size you are, so. What's that? 20 gauge. I'm so happy that it's color-coded. I really, really am. I was thinking the other night, I was like, fuck, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna keep the wires consistent. I didn't grab any electrical tape today. Nope. It's in the office. I'll grab it in a second. Strip that a little bit more. Knit the jacket. We might need a little bit more, but I don't think so. I think that's long enough. Yeah, I really do. Let's see. Next, so we've got 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count again. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah. And I bought plenty of cable. I can slide you guys in a little bit. And up. And down. So you can see. You don't always have to stare at me. Unless you want to. Weirdos. Sorry. Okay. So I bought about 3 meters and 8 of them. So I figured just to double from tip. Hold on, one end is bad. Let's nip those, just get rid of it. There, fresh copper. Okay. I had figured just to double it, so let's make an estimation. So if we go tip to tip, that's 1. A little bit extra, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we do that, we used barely, well, no, we just used about half. So we can do about 1.5. Because I don't want to go too far, I don't have 8, but I don't, a little bit extra is not too bad. I also don't the whole purpose of these is because I made these, and actually my homemade ones are longer, so you got like 8 miles of cable all over set, and you got to wrangle it. So let's do one. Let's do one length for, say, our solder trimmings and whatnot, and then let's do one more length of this, and that should do it. Do a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, stretch it, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a good safety margin. Okay, perfect. All right, we can trim them. So, always longer, never shorter. So we'll trim it right about there. 1, 2, and drop it. 3, 4, use my gut. 5, 6, 7, and here comes 8. With a little bit of safety. It would help if I hit the, there we go. All right, there's 8. Ah, perfect. So we can screw up once, but it's kind of hard to fuck up soldering wires, so. I hear an ambulance. I hope everybody's okay. And we got our identifiers here. We got red and white, so let's just make the call now. How about we do blue is white stripe, and blue is white stripe. Or I shouldn't say white stripe. Blue is not striped, I'm sorry. And brown is striped. And that'll be our working code for the day.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff indeed. Okay. We hot? Yep. Get our flux up. And let's make a like semi-coherent working station so we don't end up with flux all over everything. I don't need. And probably, let me grab a junk cardboard. So we don't make a mess. Be right back. Oh, and some tape. Dun, 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 dun. A lot less dead air than trying to record sound. Which, also grab the heat gun, which is the missus's hairdryer. But that's kind of the nature of that stream. I don't feel embarrassed or like unproud. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to record the environment. Like, I can't have me yammering on when I'm trying to record trains and other things. It's just got to be that way. It probably wasn't the best idea, but it's okay. We survived. I love how I'm stretched out. Like, I'm a big boy, but I accept I'm a big boy, but sometimes wide-angle lenses, you gotta love them. Okay. Alright, they're rusty-ass claws. Our code of the day is blue is white, brown is striped. So let's get to it. Oh, we didn't strip this end yet. So. You're a little bit bigger. I think you're probably like 16. Yep. Is that enough? I can go longer. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not entirely sure that, stripping wires and soldering them together is exactly the most thrilling idea either. But, it's fun. Okay, who are you? You are striped and you are not. I like it. I think it's Fang, just Fang. We may have to take a trip to the nerds and see what they can offer in some soldering gear. That's one cool thing about the Gonghua Plaza. Oh shit, stop. Put my heat shrink on. If I can find it. There it is. My bad, my bad. I got too excited to talk. A little bit extra. And if we run out, I don't really care, because I've got an ass ton of electrical tape, and the last cords are just straight electrical tape. I do like the punch up on it, because it's 120 volts, but, I'll survive. White, red, okay. I do just have a lot of heat shrink kind of laying around, so it'll be good to use it. So it's not like end of the world if I forget, because I'll tape it in the end anyways. This stuff's much stronger than what I was doing last time. I hope all three of you are having a good morning. And a bit of flux. I hope the chill is finding you well. You guys want to see humidity? So this stays in like our storage, the tea room. And that room is separate. It's in the house, but like the windows aren't really sealed and whatnot, so the environment fluctuates with the outside world. And there's enough humidity in there that it collects in my flux. And yeah, I've never had that happen in my life before until here. That's not like, oh, the flux is melted. No, that's straight up water. Okay, we're hot. Yep. Are we tinned? Yep. Ah. Good job, me. I put my tip away, put my shit away right. I got twists in my cord. Which probably adds to this rusting faster recently. Oh, hello. Oh, we gotta go up a little bit. We are below. I always thought that silver. Oh, we're loose. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yay, there we go. Okay. I thought I was close on my temperature. We'll run it a little bit hotter, I guess. Now I'm concerned that either I'm loose, which I shouldn't be. No, I think I'm fine. Okay. Oh, dribbled. One. Okay, next. Get my heat shrink. Yeah, I think we're gonna run out of heat shrink. But again, that's A-okay with me. I've had this stuff for a while, so. A-okay with me. Twists and flux without water. That would be nice. And you know what? There. Water kind of joined the rain. There's still some in there, but I don't know if you guys need a close-up of this. I can if you want. Okay, we're not loose. No. Okay, I thought my cord was loose. There you go. Let it flow. Done. Next. End. So that's one end. 15 more to go. So I'm in the writing phase of my next piece, and I'll get back on shorts pretty soon. I'd just like some time to de-stress, kind of, you know, take it back. I'll probably cut those a little bit shorter. Take it back a minute. Clean the office, you know, like the office has been clean for a little bit since I posted about that, but yeah, I think we can make those shorter because the solder joint is here and the insulation is there, so let's try about like that length. And again, like, whether it's too short, whether I wasted these pieces or not, like, absolute stress level 0. Like, just, no. I'm not worried about it at all. Okay, remember the code. Blue is white, and brown is red. Red. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit. I started a thought and I never finished it. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, in the beginning, I used to like to keep, like, mum's the word to be English or to be quiet about it, about what I do, but, like, I'm not big enough to, like, generate that much hype. Like, somebody who like me and watch me, it takes away your hype, but once we grow. Check red, brown, white, blue, yep. Once we grow, can then be mums. But I found some inspiration in, there is themed 7-Elevens here. And there's 2 of them, Hello Kitty ones. Oh, I just fucked up. I didn't put the heat shielding on. Shit. I'm not gonna take it apart. Fuck it. I'll put the heat shielding on the other one. My bad. I'm just gonna take that one because I don't feel like taking it apart and dealing with it. Dumbass. Alright, whatever. Oh, so there's themed 7-Elevens. There's more than just Hello Kitties. There's 2 Hello Kitties. And I kind of want to explore art, like, obviously Hello Kitty anime art forms, it's its own art form. But I have a question. It's pretty prevalent in, obviously, Japanese society. And it's pretty, and almost by proxy, it's pretty prevalent in our society. Like, I think my age is where it really started to like cross over. I remember a store, I think it's called FYE now, but there was another one, a predecessor called On Cue. And I swear to God, it's still FYE, because I think they had like a blue teardrop, and that was their logo. And I think FYE has like the orange teardrop, and these stores are probably dying due to the fall in physical media. But what I want to explore is that sort of cute aesthetic. I'm never gonna fucking be free of that concept. Once I learned it, it's everywhere. Or I shouldn't say once I learned it. I always knew what aesthetic was. Once I looked into it more than not at all, I noticed how important. Do I have heat shrink this time? Yeah, okay. So I want to talk about cute aesthetics, or kawaii aesthetics. Because here, it's not called kawaii, it's called kuai. You say like, oh, how kawaii. And you say it to kids, to people doing things. It's cute. It's general cute. It's not an exact translation of kawaii. So I think we'll define kawaii-ness, and there's some store mascots and things I want to look into while here. You know what we're gonna do? Since I fucked up the heat shielding, we're gonna test for continuity too, just to ensure. Be right back. Since I like to get so yappy with you guys, I better just check my work. Good. Alright, brown is red. And then red line coming in is this one. Wired it right. Since I get to yapping. Alright, look at that. Absolute 0 mistakes there. Perfect. So now, let's finish it completely. Let's finish the job completely. And I think I still will end up taping it just to protect that little jacket right there. But first let's heat shrink, and then let's put a little tape on it. And then let's test our theory, which it's not an advanced theory. I'm not putting people on the moon. Like extra slack should, I can feel there's less tension on it. Should take care of the problem that I'm trying to solve. Sorry, I forget you guys are there sometimes. We'll run just a little bit right on the bottom. Black, yellow, doesn't matter. That one's new. Let's use this one. So now that it's wired correctly and I can yeah, I want to visit those stores, and I started shooting some cute things because what I observed is the amount of mascots and stuff around Taiwan, my trips to Japan, I noticed it's very common. Like you have, just like the train mascot, the MRT's mascot is Shina Ibu. Like it's very different than, like, I won't say my society, but I guess Anglo-European cultures and Anglo-European styles of art. I thought it was just a preference of art, but no, because I started to look at, there's some art installations at 101 and stuff like that I started to look at, and really the genre of art is alive wherever you live. You know, realism is realism, abstract is abstract. Those concepts are the same. So that changed my trajectory on how I was looking at the piece. So I'm thinking to define kawaii and then explore just how it's used in businesses especially, and some other functions of life. Governments and stuff like that, how we react to it. Hey, see, look at that. Told you guys, totally didn't fuck anything up there. Perfect. Alright. So now the tension should be off our lights, and we should be good to go. Good to go. So now when I lay them flat, or when I string them together, there shouldn't be flippy whipping all over the place. Hey, look at that. Proved me wrong. Where's the twist? There's tension on this side, and why? Where's our twist? Oh, is that it? I just gotta take the twist out of the cable? Yeah, is that true? Okay. Yeah, okay. So I just gotta watch the twist of the cable. So it does what I want it to do. Good. I'm not a complete idiot. Yeah. It does what I want it to do. Because this one I can't take the twist out of, no matter how much I fuck with it. I never can take the twist out of it. It's just too short, too stiff. Yep, nope. Ah, see, okay, good. My idea worked. Maybe I could have made it a little bit longer, but okay, so I just gotta watch like when I set it up. And these are the super short ones. I have, so, what is this? About 1.5 feet? Maybe 1.25 feet? Something like that. So these are the lightest of the light. Then I have, then I have ones like this that are 1 piece, and then I have 4 foots. So these must be 1 foot. So these are the lightest of the light. The 4 foots won't be affected because they're very big. But these will turn the 4 foots. Like these really put a lot of tension on things. So, all right. Probably a lot of the tension is still in here. But I can get it. Okay. Maybe a little less tape. Or, you know what? Let's try something. Let's try one more thing that won't hurt a bit. Let's try that. Let's completely separate the wires. And that may take some tension out of it as well. Still have to give it that little like setup tweak. But on the whole, you look at it, they're flush. They're not like, oh, I'm gonna twist, oh, I'm gonna twist, I'm gonna twist, and then I twist. Nope. Okay. So it seems this also relieves a little bit of the tension. Okay. Alright, moving forward. So then, what I could do, since this takes out some of the tension as well, I can separate the lines. Okay. 1. 15 more to go. Gosh, that makes me worried, but... No, we're hot. Okay. Alright, let's not separate them 100% right away. We'll put them together, and then... I guess we can separate them now. Alright, next person. Now that shielding is pretty stiff. About half. So talking about cute, kawaii, stuff like that. I'm in the writing research phase. So like, believe me, if I could sit and play Minecraft all day, I don't think I would. I get bored. Like, I get bored of games like that. They're fun for about a week for me. Take out a little bit extra cabling. I do want to visit. I do want to visit Neuromian. I really, really, really do want to visit Neuromian. After the cute. You know, I thought this was an advertisement playing. This song, it's used in a lot of the advertisements here. Or at least the bass song that it sampled. You were 20. Do I have 20 on this one? Nope. You're too big. Too big, too big. want to know something interesting as well? So there's a reason all this rain is here. There's a typhoon like way south of us. For some reason, when we got a direct hit on the typhoon last time, we're gonna separate it. I had more wind last night. Yesterday at lunch. I shouldn't even say last night. Yesterday at lunch, the puppy and I went out for, Daddy Dog Day. And we went to Yangguo, which is definitely approaching them for my upcoming film about cuteness. But the point is it's like a dog. I shouldn't say dog themed. Their mascot is a Shiba Inu, and it's a hot pot place. Put your heat shrink on this time. And they let you bring your puppy dogs there, and they'll give them treats, etc. and so forth. So it's not really like dog themed. It is dog friendly. There you go. That's what I was trying to express. It is dog friendly. And so I bring the puppy son there, and we have our lunch. I buy him some meat, his own pot to cook it in, etc. so forth. And when we were walking there was more wind yesterday. There was more wind yesterday with the typhoon completely down south of us. And not like Kaohsiung down south. I'm talking like fucking way down. Like other countries down. I want to say Philippines, but at the same time I don't, because I know they're south, but I think they're a little bit more southwest of me. Nah, that's too close to the ground. We'll put it in the clamps. If we do it one wire at a time, this is much easier. Okay, cool. Then I can see continuity. You shouldn't have to test it every time. Just that last one, since I get yapping with you guys. I've always wondered what this flux is. They say it's flux, but I swear to God it just looks like Vaseline. Which doesn't work as flux. Because I'm used to pine. You got your rosin core, which is usually just pine. Heat shrink? Yep, good. Boom. And I say that, but I swear to God, it might just be Vaseline. Because when it drips, now I put a lot on there, but it'll go back to just kind of waxy Vaseline-y mode. And I think it's made in Zhongguo. Solder Yo, and where is it? Yeah. So made in Zhongguo. So and please, I don't mean anything by that. Like, oh, it's bad because it's made in Chinese or China, but it could be cheap stuff, and they could just be using just the oil instead of like an acid base. But I will say it does flow. So it just, I've never seen clear solder before, or clear flux before. I've always known the pine acid based rosin. It has to have some sort of acid in it because, like I mentioned at the earlier of the stream, when I use not the ventilator but my scrubber, I still get sore throats and stuff from reacting to it melting in the vapors. Out here, no, because I'm ventilated. And I had read on forums a long time ago, some people are like, you can use Vaseline as solder. It's made from petroleum. But I grew up with the idea that acid paves the way, cleans the dirt. But I do know that this one, so another reason it may float, it could be Vaseline, is it has solder powder in there, and you could see it. It's a little bit gray. So it very well could be Vaseline, and then the flux is a little bit of solder dust. I've never used this type before, but it's worked. So I can't complain too much. It's messier. And it does flow. I want to know who's getting their house done. It's a big project. It's been going on for a couple of days. Always nice. Okay. White cable. Sorry. Concentrating. Hi, puppy son. Look who came out. Hi, waggy tails and stuff, huh? We will go, but not yet. We're making cables first. So it's 10:30. We'll probably go about noon or 1, puppy dog. Which is right on time. Right on time. You had your breakfast. Stop. Heat shield. That's a perfect size heat shrink. Puppy son is outside. He knows it's a rainy day too. Oh, I was talking about wind and typhoons and shit. So yeah, so we're walking to Yanguo. I got like we got close, and every time we'd appear, so to get to Yanguo from my house, you head that way and down to the park, and then it's just around the park on a square. So we get close to it, and like there was more wind yesterday and today, I would say, than when Taipei kinda took an indirect direct hit. The eye hit Hualien. But we were definitely in the shit of the storm, and yet there was like no wind here. I can't complain, but it was just fascinating that that was the closest to a hurricane / typhoon I've ever been, and it was literally just rainy, a little bit of breeze. Like yesterday had more wind, and there was no typhoon here. These are just like the side effects of it. Not really side effects, it's just, it's pushing. It's just pushing. It's just pushing air. Sorry. There we go. Still tin? Yep, still tin. Okay, good. It's just moving air around, and we're in that area of where it's moving the air. And it's moving more air than we were practically right on top of the eye. Yeah, flux. Good, I can use this up. We can heat shrink it later. There you go, number 2. Now, with the cables not engaged, it feels better. We're not going to test every one of them, but we'll just check it out. Still has some twist, I see. But, look at that. Barely even had to like tweak it. So, probably when I tape it up and heat shrink it, it puts tension on it too. So, just have to be mindful. Maybe I can tape them individually, like, around each. Well, no, that defeats the purpose of the jacketing here. So maybe only tape the jacketing and let the heat shrink go, because that's much easier. All right. 3 or 2. Don't want to lose these because these are important. They are the bridge. Because some of, like I said, some of the lights come with straight to end of this because they changed. They changed the design at some point, which I feel is better. It's easier to just have one, you know, one type. But then I guess you sacrifice putting them together, or they give you these. And now I think you can put them together. If it's long enough. It goes in there quite a bit. Nah, not really. I didn't make it. They did. They did. And I should have like 3 of these in my hand. Oh, here it is. That's not finished. It needs to be heat shrunk. Okay. But we'll heat shrink later. Puppy doge. Puppy doge. I was telling people about your hot pot yesterday. It was very good. Yango is pretty good. They're pretty modern hot pot. They are not all you can eat. It's one pot at a time. So you order, you get your bowl of veg, you order your meat, you sit down, you have a meal, you get all the sauce, drinks, ice cream, you know, stuff like that you want. But like meat, veg, things like that, it's per order. They make up for it. They give Puppy Dog treats, and he really likes all the servers really like him being my son. I hope I should be able to see chat. Yeah. Let me just check to make sure, due to the fact that my streams are always weird. Yeah, okay. Nobody said anything. Just make sure. At some point, might want to have an actual breakfast. I had a coffee and what I call a Gongong's cookie. 20. So I suppose I could talk about what I've learned and researched so far about kawaii-ness. It has a lot to do, so most people know this probably already. Obviously it's Japanese in concept and word. But what I've learned so far is it also has a lot to do with the shape of the face and the shape and features of the thing. It's not, there are genres, of course, like puppy dogs, you know, babies, stuff like that. Because it talks about how it, like, it's not just cute, it, like, inspires pity or a wanting to take care of something. This is white, so it's blue. Heat shrink. A wanting or willingness to take care of something or nurture it are sort of like parenting instincts, they say. That is part of the definition. So what I've observed in my research so far is also the aesthetics go to round faces, larger foreheads, very baby-like features, puppy dogs, actual human babies. But I'm finding also there's actions. Right? Yeah. There is actions. So I've been watching and searching. There is a Korean cheerleader, Miss Lee Da-hee. She's on the top of the game of the Korean cheerleaders. And she has been imported to Taiwan. She works for the Dragons. Originally, I think she was part of the Rakuten Girls. I don't really follow baseball all that much. I think it's absolutely fascinating that there's baseball cheerleaders. But I've been watching her shorts. I've been watching her longer form, where her Korean cameraman follows her around, and obviously she's doing branding stuff. So like she did Kavalan whiskey, and I'm so far deducing from my anecdotal evidence, there is a bit of, it's not just an actual like artistic aesthetic. There's a behavioral aesthetic to it too. Because there's sometimes you catch her not at work, so to speak. She's not being a cheerleader and she's not being an influencer. She's just being her, a human. And her voice is different. And what she does is different than when she's working. And I want to explore and talk about that, because I think that is part of the kawaii aesthetic. It's also a behavior. Oh, Jesus. I always put on more than I need anyways. So I've been watching a lot of that recently and taking notes to see what I want to say about it, what I'm going to learn about it. I think this is a fairly interesting topic. I don't know. I've also been watching a lot of Meat Papa Meats videos, because it's kind of an inspiration for voice acting. I know I can do better. I don't think I was complete monotone in the last one, but the last one was such a like subdued idea. I kept it low tone. I didn't, speak like as natural as I could. I was more like blah, 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 with a little bit pick up in pace, because the tone of the piece was slower. Red line, brown. But I like his ability to go from character to character and good range of emotion. Even though most range of emotion, he kind of just gets mad. But it's not whether he gets mad. Oh, that's not very sharp. It's not whether he gets mad or not. It's what I've learned in my thespian journey so far is it's really just having the gumption or the balls to let yourself play, let yourself go out of your head. or out of your comfort zone, and I'm working on that. And meat is an inspiration for that. So that's why I've been kind of watching his food videos, and I was thinking about doing some food videos in not meat style. I don't know. I don't want to steal. I shouldn't say steal. I don't want to completely emulate somebody's style because we are different. That's what makes us fun. Everybody's got their own take and their own style. So I'd have to figure out my style, but I would pay homage. Like I love Brutal Moose's style of food review videos. And I'm not algorithm chasing either. I watch those. I think they're fun. They just happen to do well as well. But just because something does well for those guys, they're big already. They already have a large established audience, so it works easier. It's one thing that always makes me upset about the YouTube gurus. I shouldn't say upset. I don't waste time being mad, but they're always like, do this and you'll have success. It's like, it's not set in stone, my friend. How many people make clickbaity thumbnails and titles and it just doesn't work out? Like, it's not guaranteed. Ooh, that girl's tight. Come on, there you go. Next side. So, good morning, other person. We are solving problems from set. Did I put heat shrink on? No, I didn't. Almost screwed up. Again. Of course, we don't screw up around here. As you can see from our first completed one, no mistakes whatsoever. Black tape hides everything. There we go. Dabble of flux. There's no good movies out right now, I don't think. I can't find anybody that I really was excited to go see. I think I missed Alien. And I missed Alien because I was in the throes of getting done with my T film. I was like, I'm not taking a break. I want to give this to the world. And I think I missed it. I don't think it's in theaters anymore. I could check, because one cool thing about here, there's still second run theaters. Not Vaisho. It's in Gongguan. I can't remember the business name, but it's a second run. Because I caught, not Dune, I caught, shit. I can't remember what movie I caught there. It was way past, it was Mad Max. It was, Furiosa. I caught Furiosa there, because it was way out of first run theaters. 3! Minus 16, 13 more to go. Or I keep saying 13. I'm sorry, I'm counting ends. That's 8 total wires. And we got 3, so we're about halfway. Cool. I caught Furiosa there in the second run. And it's a nice theater, so maybe I could catch Alien in the second run. About half? I would like to see it. Since I'm in the writing and research phase, it's like I have time to go do. But I focus pretty hard on the writing phase because I always write my proposals and then I go visit the businesses that I want to film at. And by visit, I really probably got to learn to do this, is stop asking. I follow such the traditional film approach, minus releases. Like, I don't really fill out releases. For those of you For, the other two of you who might know what those are, egg roll house. I don't really care. But if I have to, I have release forms, official ones, and I will get signatures. But one thing I'm slowly learning that I never seem to implement is when I want to shoot at a store or I want to do something, just do it until they tell you fuck off, usually. Because most of the time when I approach people to ask them to do something, it depends on their age and how online savvy they are. If they're pretty aware of how internet and social media works, there's usually no questions asked. I've never gotten special treatment. I'm not big enough. But usually they're like, oh, that's cool. And some people will even ask before we begin, they'll say, I'm not going to pay you, which I learned that happens a lot here. But I think only large YouTubers and influencers have the balls or ovaries, the testicular or ovarian fortitude to approach large businesses like I do, because typically they will make deals with bigger creators, not little scrubs like me. Stop, think, Discord. Okay, now I can talk. White, blue. But me, I'll roll up in the offices. Like, that's how I got Yanjiao. Like, just ask. Like, are they going to tell you no? Okay. And then you got to check the situation. Like, I couldn't just start filming the way I do, like, at Yanjiao. But, like, restaurants and stuff, so you can kind of get away with it. 7-Eleven, you can get away with it more because it's such a high traffic place. Everybody's busy. Yanjiao it's a small, each shop is a smaller computer shop. If I start busting out tripods or even doing handheld work, they're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Ooh, I hope I didn't cut those too small. Nah, I don't think so. I think they're good. So anyways, I started talking about that because here are the people I'm going to approach. I'm going to approach the MRT because they have an artist who makes Shiba Says, quite popular around here. White, blue. Definitely fits the kawaii-ness. I'm going to approach 7-Eleven because they have a whole host of characters. All over their branding, and they have names and backstories. It's Open-chan, and Open-chan is a dog from outer space, etc. and so forth. But there's like clothes and his girlfriend. There's a whole cinematic universe of 7-Eleven characters, and I think that is fascinating. And a lot of people might not have the gumption to approach 7-Eleven because the last YouTuber deal 7-Eleven did, it was like your larger Taiwanese YouTubers, a couple locals, and by locals I mean like naturals. And then you had some foreign people like myself, but they were already big. Lucas in Taiwan, this guy, that guy, they already have like 1 million subs. But so I write a proposal and a general outline of the film I'm making, and I bring it to him. Ooh, that's close. Where's the sheath? Okay, sheath ends there. Where's the joint? Okay, that one's covered. We can back up just a smidge. Okay. That one's longer, okay. But that's why I take the writing phase just as intense as editing, as filming, because I do like to give these things an option. Because when they decide to work with me, I get more access. And more access means a better film. That's largely what kind of makes or breaks a... I shouldn't say makes or breaks. Makes for more interesting media is having access to something that's interesting. Changes your dynamic and your relationship to it as the filmer, which changes filmer as the filmmaker, and changes your dynamic and relationship to it as the audience. Good. Perfect. God damn, love these joints. It took me fucking 20 years to learn how to solder. I got a lot of these skills from my shop job when I was younger. Good job. Good job, Cap. Cannot say enough good things about that experience and what it gave me. A lot of fix-it skills. Which now one has to wonder, did you fuck up life with AI on the corner? Oh my god. I'm not so much a doomer, but there's gonna be a shift in things. And no, I didn't screw up. I still have one open end. I can put my heat shielding on. Don't cut it with that one. That one's kind of dull. And cut them a little bit longer. Like there. That one's a little bit short. How big is that joint? That's a shorter joint. Okay. And again, if we run out, I don't really care. It just means I gotta stop and start taping them. I do have some bigger... I guess I could use the bigger stuff. I just gotta shrink it more. Oh, scheisse. Oh, pulled my joint apart. Oh, shit, sorry about that. Part of me wants to put the cans on and listen to your mix. I'm very certain you can hear the rain and the construction sounds. I'm not wondering if I should crank the tunes up a little bit more. I think we will. We'll boost the tunes a little bit. I'm already yammering at a good volume, so. There. I just gotta yammer a little bit louder, just to be more prominent in the mix. Puppy dog. So for filming, what I've been out there doing, I moved too soon. The heat shrink started to shrink. Come on, shit ass. That was my fault. I got a little too overzealous with the heat shrink. Peel it off. So I've been looking for models, not models, human models, more mascot type things, and seeing they're out there in society, cute things. I haven't done like an absolute like crazy film session where I'm out, you know, all day yet. There we go. That comes after writing, so I know what to point my camera at and how I want to construct things. Do I have another heat shrink on there? I should have cut two. Seems like I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. Hold on. This time, let's not be so eager to slide it down while it's still hot. So my camera always, ow, fuck ass. My camera always goes with me, everywhere. Not on every dog walk, like today, they won't go on a dog walk. It'll just be me and dog. As you can probably hear, and no, you can only see this way. But I'm always ready by that. But I made note of a couple places we'll go to. There is the Zhongshan Metro Mall. Has a huge collaboration right now with, they're not Line friends, but they are made by Line. I want a drink. Be right back. Dun, dun, dun. Wash my hands a little bit too. Sorry. Otherwise, water's just around the corner. Much better. Now we should be able to slide our heat shrink down because it's not hot anymore because I fucked off and got a water. Ba-bum. Wow, amazing what happens when you do shit right, huh? Okay. What's that, 4? We're halfway through. Keep cruising. I was counting down from 16 before because I was counting the ends. The 8 strips, 16 ends. So I guess it was right because I got to solder each side, but, you know. I cranked the tunes up because I felt I can't hear the mix because I don't want to put on the Bluetooth headphones, and thanks to fucking shitty design, we lost the audio port on our phones. I stand against that. I was gonna check the mix because there's construction over there, blah 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 blah. I didn't know what you guys were hearing. Hey, at least internet's fucking stable, and it's not hours of dead air. But again, that was a sound recording stream, so can't really have me yammering on while I'm trying to record environmental sounds. Here, I just had to get into the groove of things and make sure my wires are right. I plan on doing some propping for this upcoming film too. I'll show you. What the hell? Why not? Here, come on. Since you're out back. So, like, believe it or not, this is not a collection of junk. These are thrown away helmets, but I'm going to prop these. I'm going to, for this film, I'm going to be drilling some holes, attaching. I've been collecting circuitry. Like, just your green boards. I know some people recycle this shit, but I've been pulling it from, like, dead electronics that people... I've been asking for dead electronics. So I've been pulling the boards. So we're going to kind of go with a contrasty cyberpunk theme to the cuteness. So these will get modified with some screens, some old circuitry and whatnot. So perhaps we can stream some, you know, more Adam Savage-y making of that. And then you'll see these pop up. You saw these pop up in T. I also been asking people for, if they're renovating or getting rid of things, let me look through your shit and let me find things with shape and pattern. So this was from a person's, this used to be a tea and soup shop's order window. So there was two parts, but they had already tossed the other part. What it does is it locks and then it would slide open, you order your soup and shit like that. But look at this photographically. It's a square. It's a frame, so I can put stuff in it, and it's a frame in a frame, blah, 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 cinematography, Hamp's happy. You saw a lot of this on tea. Hi, puppy dog. You can come out. You saw a lot of this on bubble tea aesthetics. A lot of, like, zippy backgrounds and whatnot. I was going through telling people, like, if you're renovating, let me know, and let me see the shit you're getting rid of. And there's props in a lot of these boxes that I have. Different glasswares for lighting, etc. and so forth. You saw them in tea. They are old, I don't want to say Chinese. Asia. Chinese, Taiwanese themed lights. I got those from a friend's renovation. They tore their lights out, and I was like, oh, fuck a dick. Give me those. They look nice. There was some that were really brown and shitty, so I threw those out. But I took the other ones, and they got glass with, like, I'm not sure what kind of tree it is, but you saw them all over T-film. So, when it comes time to make these, oh, you're not even looking at them, sorry. When it comes time to make these, we can do them together. Okay, back to work. I feel. And then, like I said, since I have OBS now, maybe... Oops, wrong knob. Since I have OBS now, can kind of, you know, be a little bit more normal stream as well, I guess. But I like this too. I like to make things. I like the whole maker thing. And solving problems. That's what we do. I needed a drink. Oh my god, I was dying of thirst. Okay, where were we? Spread and insulation. Tearing it up. So yeah, I think that's interesting. Some of you may, some of you may not. Look at me. My huge chin. Jesus Christ. I love wide angle lenses, man. They're so much fun. They are fantastic. Another reason. I know I love to watch camera conspiracies, and he hates. I shouldn't say he hates. He doesn't like your action cams, because these. Oh Christ, what are these? 8mm or below? Yeah, I think if you run them on their native field of view, I think they're like 8mm, so they're wide as hell. And I think they're fun when you put them on your face and you're just a bubble. Anywho, going off into the weeds about cameras. Get these done. Take Puppy Son for a walk. Release you guys. Those of you who are there. One of you. Because I know if you're Merkin, it's late. Depending on what coast you're on. If you're on West Coast, ooh, what are they from New York? 3 hours behind? So it's 11:15 here, so in the middle of Merca, it's 11 p.m. 10:09, so it's 9 p.m. in California. And it's midnight in New York. Why would you watch me? I don't know. There's the wind again. God damn. You can't hear it because you're protected by the dryer. But if you watch these things flex, they don't normally flex like that. That's wind. And the typhoon is so far south. I haven't even checked in on it. I have no idea like what size it is. If it's like, you know, a massive typhoon or what. Okay. What do we got in our hands? We got a white one. Now that song is louder, and I didn't touch anything. A little bit longer. That's good. That one's good. Heat shrink. See what happens when you get confident? You start to knock shit over. I was thinking for some more like, that one's kind of short. Let's cut it a little bit longer. For some more normal streams, I keep saying normal. For sit down, point at my face type streams and have OBS running, I was thinking I kind of want to take advantage of like nostalgia, but I'm not sure. This is a blue. Okay. Okay, shit, man, you're really loud. Sorry. Take it down just a smidge. Okay. I'm not sure. I know the legality of it 100%. Like, technically, you're not supposed to do it, but a lot of the studios or owners of old copyright, My Saturday Morning Cartoons to be exact, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, He-Man, DuckTales, shit like that. DuckTales Disney, but who owns He-Man? Buena Vista, I think. They have channels so where they have the retro stuff just posted, free for all to watch. So that means legally I can watch it. And not legally I could stream it because that is a rebroadcast. And from my learnings of copyright, not from YouTube but in school, you can copy shit all that you want. You can change its format. Nintendo will disagree. But legally, you can copy shit and change format and have 1 million copies of the same movie. You can't distribute it. And a stream is distributing. So technically, we'd be breaking the law. But whatever. You guys watch my channel. You know I don't give 2 fucks about copyright law. So anyways, what I was thinking is it would be awesome if we could watch Saturday morning cartoons. So I was kind of going through and I found like Gummy Bears. I didn't find Care Bears yet. But like I found Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I found He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. I found... who else did I find? I didn't look for Scooby-Doo yet. I found Garfield and Friends. I found Rocko's Modern Life. That gets into Nickelodeon, so you had to have cable to see some of that stuff. But the point is like we could make one Saturday I could get up super early. Like that could be a Saturday thing maybe. I have to get up and like start streaming at like my 5 a.m. so that your guys' time is not stupid. But again, we'd also have to test it, and there couldn't be a VOD. You know, watch the stream after the stream is done, because, well, then there's kind of evidence. But we could test it out. And the only reason, like, I go down that venture is, first off, it is put out there free to watch. So legally, I would be rebroadcasting it and distributing it, so... Oops. By law, you're not supposed to do that. But it gets sketchy because it's already out there free to watch. And I was looking into, like, Twitch has watch parties and stuff to where, since Amazon owns Twitch, whatever's streaming on Twitch Prime, YouTube has a channel that's free to watch and free to distribute as well. And by distribute, again, I mean stream and watch it with your friends or your viewers, so to speak. So you just really have to take a chance to see how aggressive the copyright holders are, you know, pursuing their rights. If Buena Vista isn't doing anything, because it's like a whole, it's their official channel, and then it's got all He-Man, Master of the Universe. This episode, that episode, that episode. Oh man, we could do like a 2-hour stream, and then we have like 1 episode of He-Man, 1 of DuckTales, 1 of Gummy Bears. I can't find Tailspin. Scooby, sorry. But like we could recreate Saturday morning. Since Thanks for cashing in on nostalgia. But we definitely have to test to see like what the holders are, how aggressive they are. 'Cause I do use copyrighted music all the time, but I do test my soundtracks before I upload my video to see whether they're striking or just claiming. And always claiming doesn't bother me. I'm a little bit miffed because of all the fucking wars and stuff so a lot of regions are being sanctioned. Like, I'm not gonna log in here because it's Windows 7 and God knows what they're stealing. But most of my stuff is blocked in Russia. Yeah, my recent one is blocked in Russia, and it's because of stupid ass songs. Like, Russia does not like 70s American rock at all. T is blocked in Russia, of course. The only country it's blocked in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Russia and Belarus, which I think is part of that region. Part of the bad guys, so to speak. So stupid. I think Cool PC got unblocked because there was a kerfuffle. And the kerfuffle wasn't between me or anybody. I just put it up and let it go. This is more comfortable. I was trying to fit in frame like this. The kerfuffle was YouTube was flagging the beginning of Istanbul, that song. The very beginning is actually some sort of religious song that Russia doesn't like. And they flagged it as the name, and I was like, that's not the name of the fucking song. The name of the fucking song is The Four Lads, Istanbul. But no, it was some very famous religious song that they just did not like. And so it was blocked in Russia, flagged, and claimed, of course, under that religious song. And I was like, man, whatever. But I think recently it was released, and I think the Russians can wash my stuff. And when I say Russians, I don't want it to be like bad, because like wars are not fought between common people. They're fought between governments. The common people are unfortunately the sufferers, both those who are being attacked and those who are doing the attacking. It's deep. It's hard. It's hard territory, because of course you got bad people that get off on killing people, but most of the time you send your sons and your daughters off to die in real fucked up situations. Okay, anyways, enough politics. I don't like politics. But yeah, stop, Flux. That whole spiel was because I don't really get concerned about copyrighted songs in my music. I only test them to see if they're striking. So we would run the same test if we, say, stream Saturday Morning Nostalgia. If they're just claiming, fine, I don't care. If they're striking, that's different. I will say, of all the rain, I love this temperature. Oh, thanks God. Got both my heat sheets on, yep. Let it flow, let it flow. There you go. cold. Yeah, we'll run out of heat shrink because we're down to 3. But we'll try the big stuff. The next one, how many got? I probably got one more. No, I've got one side. So let's get the big tube out and see. So its diameter is a lot bigger, but I wonder how far we can shrink it. Let's check some of the smaller stuff again. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think it'll get over the shielding of this. No, not at all. Okay, so scrub that idea. We will try the big boy. We'll shrink the next one. I've kind of been just stacking them up to shrink them later. Get the soldering done first. And if not, we'll tape. I have no qualms with tape. It's not supposed to be like pretty. It's more of a practical solution to an aesthetic one. Hey, that was a bug. Oh, what are we down to? Hey, we've got 2 left after this. Two of yous. Good morning. I will say it's so nice to, like, stable internet's nice. Like, I saw some people where I had, when I was streaming the sound, I had no, it was fucking blind, dude. It was, did I cut? Yeah, I did. It was fucking blind. Like, I had no idea if I was live, I had no idea if anybody was there. So, like, I was literally screaming into the void when I was streaming. And not the void of, like, nobody's there, the void of, like, the unknown. It really makes me sad. And no, I can't say it's sad. It's just not enough internet to bounce from GoPro to phone. Because when the GoPro decides to work, the stream, it's really difficult. Because that streams from the app to YouTube. So basically, you bounce your video from the bounce your video from GoPro to my phone's app, which then relays it to YouTube. But it doesn't have any chat. It doesn't have anything. You can't even see your stream. So you wind up with just the GoPro app, and all it says is, it says you're live, and it has your signal strength in megabits. And I usually get 720 on the phone out in the world's internet. Drip of water. So that's pretty shitty. But I like the GoPro because I can stream at 720. My phone will not let me do anything other than 1080, which, of course, I want higher quality, but it eats up more bandwidth. And you see, like, when I stream Computex, stuff like that, the bit smashing got real bad. Anywho, so there's just not enough internet, even on, like, full 4G. No, I'm not on 5G. Because in order to see you guys, if you talk, I have to leave the GoPro app in the background. I have to load up YouTube, and I learned slowly in my earlier streams when we were fixing computers and shooting films and stuff. I can't pause the playback. If I pause the playback, it pauses chat, which means you guys talk and I never see it because it's paused. So I'm out in the world and it's completely blind. Because first off, it's slow, and I'm trying to watch, and some people said some things, and I responded to them. But if you don't watch your playback, you don't get any chat, and you are just absolutely blind. So that makes me kind of upset for that streaming capability. That makes me sad. So then I think about some wearables for the phone, which may work. I see that they exist. Then again, how am I going to see you guys? I'd have to constantly, like, tip you down if you're on my chest or whatnot. So It's just problems as you go. Solve them. Alright, who's in my hand? All white. Blue. It is what it is, though. I'm not... When I say I'm upset, I'm more of sad. I'm not, like, raging inside with a fire. Hi, puppy dog. Hi, puppy dog. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. That'll be too short if we cut it that way. Okay, so one will get a long one. Not yet, puppy dog. Somebody wants to go on their walk. Somebody wants to take puppy walk, huh? You really want to take puppy butt? Yeah, look at the butt. Look at the butt, huh? Say the word walk. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. You just gotta wait till we're done. Almost done. We got 2 more after this. Then we can do puppy walk. That's so big. I swear I could get 2 out of that. I'm gonna chance it. What's the worst that could happen? I gotta tape it? Okay. I don't know where we're gonna go. We gotta stay under the chilo with this rain. With this rain, we'll get pretty wet going for certain puppy routes. Yeah, we'll figure it out when the time comes. You're gonna stare at me until you go. Okay, Bobé? Not yet, okay? You just have to wait. I'm sorry. I know your tactics. You'll stand there and stare at me until we go. Okay? You just have to wait. Okay? You want cookies? I will pay you with cookies. Be right back. I will pay you with puppy cookies. Come on. Okay, back to work, dog. You have to wait, okay? Okay. There, I paid him off with cookies. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't pay you off enough, huh? You just have to wait there, kiddo. Time to clean the tip again. A little grody. Jaws is on Netflix right now. I'm really happy about that. See, like, that's another thing. I think, like, maybe we could stream Jaws. Like, Jaws is a pretty fucking cool movie, man. Like, I don't have the abject fear I had when I was a kid. Like, oh man, the shark's so cool, so scary. And comparing it, oh, you're laying down. Okay, let me close the door so we don't get skeeters. Get you, puppy douche. I did pay you off, huh? Okay. Okay. Thank you for joining us. And obviously, compared to modern filmmaking, the pacing and whatnot is way different. But it's just a fun movie. Looking back at the soundtrack, it's so different. When I was watching Jaws this time, I noticed the soundtrack, most of the time, the score, is really upbeat. Like, you've got this killer, of course you got your your Jaws. But most of the soundtrack, when they're fighting this shark, holy shit. Well, we just touch. Just touch. Sometimes you catch a glob of flux, and I don't need that much. They're fighting this shark. Killer shark, by the way. And it's like nice, happy violins. Richard Dreyfuss is probably like only, 40 in the movie. And it's this happy tone. Like, they're chasing this shark, and it's like, happy violins. And it's so different to how we do things today. thought that was a neat little observation. But it would be fun to watch and talk about stuff like that. We'll try it, and we'll see the repercussions. Because you get a strike, you have 90 days to be good, and then it disappears and nothing happens. So like technically nothing really ever happens unless you get 3 of them. So I'm not on a mission to speed run how fast I can get nuked, but at the rate I upload stuff, like once a year, I think if I caught a strike in 90 days, it really wouldn't be like anything. Red cable. Yep, red cable. 20. Look, dirty. 20. Dummy. I got one piece of heat shrink left, and then we gotta try this one with the bigger. Who is shorter, Strip? Wow. Goddamn. Who's shorter? Those are pretty close. This one is just a smidge. Just a smidge. And let's try a piece of the big way. We can always cut it off, but I'll bet you. So, its diameter, it's quite big. And I used this for, there was a circuit board I was working on, and I put a group of wires in and shrunk it. So let's give it a shot. Let's see how far we can shrink it. I'll bet you we can get it down. Yeah, I'll bet you we can. And if not, we start taping. No big deal. I'll add the sound effects for you guys, since I know the phone won't pick up those subtleties. So now we can turn our tunes up. Try to find that happy medium. Some songs are lower. I'm about there. Let's try that for a while. Big boy fell off here. What else did I watch? I watched, I can't remember what's on the Netflix right now. It's so fun to go back and watch older storytelling. To see how the art, pacing, and our expectations of the audiences have changed. I really want to find Poltergeist. Since we're on a Spielberg kick, I really want to find Poltergeist and things, because Jaws still works. I'll bet you Poltergeist still works, but I'll bet you the pacing and some of the concepts feel so different compared to modern cinema. Not in a bad way. Like, everything evolves. I mean, imagine like the founders, like when we used to set up and do like Edison's actualities, they were called, or realities, to where, you know, the camera, your basic camera was, oh, you could see it, was like literally my dryer, and that was a small one. You know, and they would bring it to like film a lady feeding a baby on the porch, workers leaving a factory, all the very, 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 very first motion picture things ever made. Imagine them watching Busby Berkeley or other things like in the 30s, when Hollywood was in its geometric era, and then watching the films of the 70s and 80s, and then finally jumping into the 2000s and modern day filmmaking. Wow. So I don't want to. I'm not really a doomer on VFX. It's changed, and it's very obvious. We are going to shrink this big boy here. If it shrinks, right, then we'll use the really fat stuff. All right, let's try it. Oh, sorry, puppy. I didn't mean to step on your foot. Story pacing, acting, writing, things like that, all have changed so much. Very, very, very. You notice a lot in the acting. Since I try to like monitor myself and do things, you see as you go through eras, acting changes from obviously just very clear diction. Very clear diction and clear saying to living, breathing characters, life in the characters. I watched. I'm having a little trouble formulating my words on this because if you go back to your film professor's favorite film of Citizen Kane. I hope you can hear me over the dryer. You go back to your film professor's favorite of Citizen Kane, stuff like that. That was kind of an outlier because Orson Welles, they spoke with clear diction. If diction's even the right word. Enunciation? They spoke fucking clearly. That's what I'm trying to say. But he put a lot of characterization into Kane. And then if you go back around that area, a lot of the acting was just speaking clearly. There's a different feel to it. Are you shrinking? Oh yeah, I think it's going to work. It's just going to take longer to heat on this end, on the small shrinkage, on the small shielding, but it's gripping it. Okay, we can use it. You watch Singing in the Rain, real old ones, what's the 50s? Still, it's more about saying your stuff clearly, and now it's very different. Especially if you look at like Daniel Day-Lewis, with it, it's an outlier. That man is phenomenal. I don't blame him for retiring. Imagine the energy he puts in, where he's like, I gotta go be Abe Lincoln, and he just leaves the family for like 6 months and goes and lives in a cabin. Fuck. That's all I got to say about that. He talked about a lot of the mental ups and downs, which makes sense. When you put yourself in that place like he does, wow. But that's a definite thing. Because I noticed even in Jaws, to where the 70s, I wasn't even born yet, still, the acting and the pacing was different. There's characterization, there's characters, there's difference between Richard Dreyfuss, Blue Eyes, I forgot his name, and then the other guy, Chief Brody, I forgot his real name too. But it's still a lot of clear speaking, and nowadays it's more subtle. It's even more subtle. Like, somebody mumbles, that's okay, that's their character. You know, you pick people on their traits and natural things. There's what I wanted to say. That's it. You have people, they're picked for who they are. There you go. So someone's a frumpy dad, goofy character. You just naturally pick me. You don't pick me for anything else. Which works, but it's also kind of sad. Because somebody recently was talking about the death of the movie star. So that means your people with range are disappearing. Not entirely. Not entirely. But when you pick people on that, you lessen their thing. And then again, it's an art form, so, you know, the joys of art. I just thought it was neat, and it was a very noticeable thing between the 70s and before compared to today. I hope I articulated it right. I try. Could shorten that up a little bit. Yeah, that should do. Oh my goodness, we're getting down to the last one here. What do we got? We always land on white. Somehow we never pick the red one first. I'm glad I at least check so that it's not like we expected. Because then I'll start fucking up. I want that a little bit longer. There you go. I won't lie, I'm kind of excited to start cropping. When I get there, I gotta know what I need to do. Because the idea is the contrast. So since kawaii is cute, cyberpunky metal is a good contrast to it, I feel. When we light it the right way, I think my point will come across. Only problem is, right now I don't have a clear point to make. I'm not done researching or writing. I just have ideas. That's why once we get done with this, take Puppy Son for a walk, I'll go back to research writing and getting ready to approach businesses. And I'll have clearer ideas. And I'll drag you guys along for the pipes. Oop. Whoops, freeze it. Freeze it, hold on. I think I fucked up. Is that a white wire? It is. Ah, shit. I'm gonna get gooey. I twisted it to a brown. Ah, I got yammering. Now, undo it because continuity-wise, the electricity will still flow, but say I want to do something, it'll bite me in the ass. So undo it. Let me get some tissues. Sorry. Yep, I better undo it. If I have to get alcohol, I got some, so I can undo the... No, it looks okay. I can undo the... I'm at a loss for words. Flux. That's it. Okay. I know I could technically leave it because as long as it doesn't go brown to blue, electricity will flow. But I worry that sometime in the future, if I want to do something, I already know the natural way the wires go, and then I will end up grabbing this one, do something with it, and it'll be reversed. So, nope, just do it now. And shut the mouth, maybe. Are we on blue? Yes, okay. Is the white wire? Yes, okay. See, I got all excited talking about stuff. Okay, we're back in the saddle. least I didn't solder it. Even then, I probably would have pulled it apart just because. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. Hey, it's correct. Charging this side correct. 2 heat shields, yep. Alright. Blue? Yep. Okay. Okay, we got it. We were talking about acting, because I mentioned I'm watching a lot of Papa Meat because I feel I can add a bit more to me. Blue, white, yeah, okay. I can be more dynamic. And it's just about letting yourself go there. I don't think I need to do it right now. It'd be kind of forced, but, you know, I've been doing it a little bit. Yep. And that doesn't mean in my films I'm going to start screaming for no reason. It's always, I always read the scene. What do I want to do? You know, it's all in service to the scene and story for me. So. We can heat shrink later. Yeah. Just put them in place. Oh, I don't know. They're so big. Maybe we should heat shrink now. Yeah. Let's heat shrink now. Because they're going to be flopping all over. It's going to kind of create a little bit of a nightmare. I shouldn't say nightmare, it's just a different workflow with the big ones. No problem. Or at least shrink them a little bit so that they hold in place. You know what? I think we're doing this the hard way. I got a lighter. This stuff is very resistant to the blow dryer. And the blow dryer is pretty hot. Let me get a lighter. This may be just faster. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's our secret sauce. Alright. Yeah, much faster. Shit, barely even have to flip it. And that hits those ends really, really good. Yeah, look at that. That gets on there perfect. It binds with this shielding. So, yeah, okay. Lighter is the trick with the bigger stuff. Well, and the smaller stuff, too. Boom. Nice. Alright, red wire. Yep. Hey, another bug. Heat shrink. I can be more generous with it because I got a ton of this stuff, but I don't want to waste it either. Hey, how's our mess on the ground? Not bad at all. Only a blue strip and 2 white strips. I thought there'd be more on the floor. I was thinking, if it works for the story, I would love to, there's a whole reason I ask people, you know, if you're renovating, give me your crap, or let me look through your discarded, like, framings and stuff, to save money. But on the helmets, I would love to get some of those, like, Velleman, I don't think it's the same name here, but they're little soldering kits. There's like clocks, sound meters, you know, stuff like that, LED kits. Love those. That's how I learned how to solder beyond my job. Solder, whatever, however you're supposed to say it. Hey, puppy son. Almost done. One more after this, okay? I would love to incorporate some of those, but some of them can be a little bit expensive. We'll have to go shopping one day. Go see the nerds in the basement. They sell them. Red wire? Yep. They sell them, because I think that would be a good addition. Puppy son, Bertie, whoa. Oh, that one's got the flux on it. That one's got flux. 'Cause that's the one I touched, huh? Come on, get in there. Get in there. There you go. Every time I hear that first chord, dun, I always think of the one song that's in all the advertisements now, and it plays a lot with cold medicine. It starts out, it's dun, the nose shaking sound, so it always makes me think of that. I'm surprised. Oh, I got ad block on this. I was gonna say, because there's been no interruptions. Good. Our little blue buddy away from there and hit it. Oh, so fast. That was the answer all along. Beautiful. Okay. I'll take it. Look at that. That girl shrinks right down. Perfect. Oh, our last one. Oi. Oi. Running out of time. Together, you boys. Split our jacketing. Ooh. Another reason I missed the GoPro is you can see what I'm doing. You know, it's nice to talk to you guys, but there's other times for that. Well, I'll talk to you guys anyways, but you can see my hands. Like, I don't think you can see. Yeah, it's on a delay. So yeah, you can't see me cutting the shielding. You can see me cutting the shielding, but like you can't see it. Maybe that's just me, and like how, you know, since I'm concerned about visuals and whatnot. From training, more training. Try to move it. It's not that exciting. It's just a razor blade going down some rubber. That one, boom, boom. That's the advertisement song. As soon as you hear that first chord, boom, boom, you hear the twinkle. Then they start talking about bee shui, nose water. So it's for congestion and colds is the advertisement. Seems we've cycled the songs pretty good because I've reacted to this like at least 3 times. Short list. Puppy Douche comes back out. He's laying there observing us, making sure that, you know, he gets his time. You're staring at me. You're just not standing there staring at me. You're less aggressive. Less aggressive, Doge. I was gonna point the phone at you, but you moved. Almost done. Almost done there, Puppy Doge. That was a little bit short. There. Hold on. So, as always is the case with me, you have to stop and ask, am I fucking stupid? Because I have 1 of these, but yet I have 2 of these. And I thought, oh, it's okay, I had extra. Although, the extra is here. So, that leads me down the path of, let's count really quick. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I am just stupid. I ended up cutting 9, so this could have stayed on that piece. Whatevs. That's what I said, always with me. Always ask, am I fucking stupid? I'm gonna make a conscious effort to start with brown. Yeah, mentally challenge myself, because I'm such in a row, because we had white in our hand again. We started with blue. Let's start with brown and try not to fuck it up. I'll probably wrap it to blue. Not thinking. But I'll try. Since that's the focus of my conversation, it'd be really bad if I screwed it up. I should be able to carry through with this. Is that one really, really short? It's not too bad. It's workable. Okay, red wire, brown. You thought I was gonna fuck it up. Now because I laughed and made a joke, I will. No, we're on the right one. Okay. We're on the right one. If I could twist it, it'd be even better. Better double check. Just to make sure. Brown line, red line. Okay, we're good. Let's put some flux on it. So I made a reflection last night. I'd played Minecraft before. Like I played it a long time ago. I don't know, alpha or whatever. Like there's a lot of new blocks, brown bricks. Sorry, it was funny. Like when I played it last time, there was just basic stuff like gold, redstone, iron, stuff like that. But now I noticed there's like granite, there's tons of like stones and things like that. I kind of don't like it. And then next, the one thing I'll say the game always had going for it is, you know, its lo-fi vibe. I always enjoyed the music. I felt they played it more in the older game. This one played it so little. It's at sunrise and sunset. They played it so little that I found myself, I would just open it on YouTube like a 10-hour loop and play it. I swear the old one played it more than just sunrise and sunset, but maybe I was wrong. Like, I never got that into it. I won't again, because I'm at the very close to the part where I'm done. I'm bored. I set up my tree farm. I just finally got down to bedrock to just strip mine a bunch of shit. And the way I do it is so like, you know, you got your block of whatever mineral and then it comes in its vein. I usually like hollow out around that and then I leave it there. If I need it, I go get it. I don't like get it, put it in treasure chest. Why am I doing that? Good point. Why are you doing that? We're shrinking. Find the joint. The joint is there. Let's not burn my fingers. Hey, there we go. A little bit of extra heat on that end. Perfect. God, I love that. Joint. Joint is in the middle. Okay. Box. You know, since we're talking about long playing games, one thing I do sometimes reminisce and wish I had time for, because I sink a lot of time into the channel, I do kind of miss the classic World of Warcraft. I played it. I first played it when it was Burning Crusade, like legit experience. Then what came after? What came after Burning Crusade? I only played that one for a little bit. Wrath of the Lich King, yeah. And then I had to stop. And now I never took it like obsessive. So. You know, I never was able to like raid or do things because like I could never give like Wednesday all night to people. So I played Wrath of the Lich King for a little bit, got to do heroic dungeons, got to have like more gear and stuff. And then, you know, just life. But then they released Classic, which was kind of the way I remember it, even though not entirely technically since I started on the Burning Crusade, so some of the patches were changed, but I listened to the people just constantly complain about the game. After Wrath of the Lich King, so they released Classic, and I played it for like a month, and it was pretty cool. I wish I could do that, relive that, but time allocation. What's more important, playing that game or making the movie films? As much as I like that game, I don't get bored with it as fast as, say, like Minecraft, because I'm a story guy. I think because that one's more objective oriented. You know, get quest, go kill thing, bring thing back, where Minecraft is free. Really, really free. Even though I know it has a story mode. I liked my Mass Effects, kind of Elder Scrolls. Sometimes I'm a little too free in them. I need to be a little bit more object oriented. Like, I finally beat Skyrim like 2 or 3 months ago. I made it a point to sit down and actually go through the storyline for like, and I got it when it came out. So for like 12 years, I did nothing but like all these side quests, and then just like fuck around, and then get bored, and then just not touch it for like 3-4 years, which is what happened. And then I was talking with my friend back home, and I was like, you know what? I have never once beat Skyrim. And I had figured out early on that dragons annoyed me, so I didn't want them in the game. So what I would never do is never go get the dragon stones, so they would never appear, and then I would fuck around for a while, and then I would get bored, and that's it. So heat shrink, yeah. So this time I finally did it from A to Z. I know this is contentious, but I find Morrowind was the best. I played Daggerfall. For what it was, Daggerfall was good. And every Elder Scrolls game seems to be a compromise of the last. Like, Daggerfall was really cool because it's very, very close to, what's the D&D video game? Baldur's Gate, that's it. It was way closer to like D&D. Because like if you rolled a thief, you were not going to use magic. So you had to get it from potions and stuff like that. There was no just get a shitty spell and keep casting it over and over and over until like your skill in illusion builds up enough to get a spell. Like it, no. If you were a non-magic class, you were not using magic in Daggerfall. I haven't played Arena, by the way. And then Morrowind came about, and you could have more versatility with your skills. You could also just go to a trainer. And that obviously was a compromise. Like, they compromised the world size, but to be honest, the way Daggerfall was like Minecraft was with its, what is it where it generates? Everything's unique. Procedural generation. All the caves were procedural generated. It was a bit massive, because it's like, oh, I cleared out that cave. Oh, I go back. It's completely fucking different. Oh. And the mapping system was terrible, man. You do not want to leave a dungeon. They tried their best, but it was pretty bad. Anywho, yeah, Morrowind was a good compromise. Then we got Skyrim, and it was a bit too streamlined, I think. Hey, that's the last one. Now, since we're lighter shrinking and not lower shrinking, let's move on to heat shrinking. Some of them are done, and then we can tape, and then we got it. So just because they're made doesn't mean we're completely finished. You are heat shrunk. You are not heat shrunk. One side of you is, but one side of you is not. So, ooh, that's fast. When it's the right size, it's super fast. Of course, you're not trying to shrink a half an inch out of it. That, done. Centered, yep. Off a little bit. There's the joint. Okay. There's the joint. Okay. I know I could technically leave them, as in, like, not tape here and not tape over them, but it's alright. I like a little bit of extra strength, and it is 120 AC, so if something pokes through and I'm grounded, I don't really feel like absorbing it. So a little extra safety is fine by me. You know, it's cool enough. It's like a good day. Yesterday was a good day for hot pot too. So Dog and I made the right decision. Today is also a good day. Like, it's pretty cool here. 0 complaints. Nope. Hold on. That end's not very good. 0 complaints. Oh shit, my door's open. That's why we're zapping mosquitoes. That's because puppy son came outside, huh? You just keep relaxing, Doge. You're not missing anything out there. You can hear the rain. Now this song is loud. Oh, now puppy son wants to go inside, see? Slight little change. And Doge is like, oh. Alright, hold on. You can go inside. Go ahead, puppy do. When I'm done, I'll come get you, okay? Okay. So many bugs in the house now. The door was open. It's okay, they get zapped. Alright. Flip them over, we can close up our flux. We don't need that. We can turn that off. Now, do a little tapey shaping. Black or yellow? We'll do black. And we'll just reinforce. You know, I'm kind of greasy. Let me wash. Sorry. Little boy's room too. Now we washed off the extra flux. Not so like Vaseline-y greasy. And we'll just add a little tape. Lighting changed. It got darker. The rain also got heavier. Just one little quick layer, and that'll do. Jank. I love it. I love it. So it's got a taut little pigtail, but the separate wires and then the lights themselves will overcome. Ah, that'll be much nicer on set, so that I don't have to tape shit down. The lights can just sit flat. And then sometimes, since they're so light, I will tape them to things. It will also fight that resistance. So I taped them, well, you guys saw, I taped them on the walls. It's the whole purpose of these. It's like they weigh nothing. It's just an LED strip with plastic diffuser. Even the 4-footers weigh 0. Like, I could get out the scale and we could see how many G's. I don't even think 100. Nah. Because 1 kg is 2.2 pounds, so 100 grams is, Jesus, 1/10? 1/10 of a pound? I don't even think it weighs, I don't know, 100 G might be a little bit. Now I want to know. Shit, hold on, let me take this, we'll grab the scale, it's right there. There, done. Let's grab a scale, I'm curious. A flat box to put it on. No, this isn't flat. Give me this. That'll do. That'll do. Zero it again. Alright, you ready? I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Let's try it. Let me look at you. Oh, you can't. Come here. Raise you up on the stick. Love the reflection there. Okay, so you can kind of see it. Oh yeah, you got it. All right, so I'll go 150. Oh shit! It wasn't even 100. Wow, I was way off. Okay, should have stuck with my first fucking guess. Yeah, light as shit. Like nothing. It's like air. So, great for, in terms of versatility and non, shit $1 million sets. One drawback though, as probably expected, since it is just cheap lighting, the CRI scale of these is abysmal. Like, I can always tell. I had to do, since I can see color now on the new computer, I had to correct these a lot. They're daylight balanced, but they lack punch. And that's my fault for mixing them. So, like, I have these, and then I have, like, official Kinoflow. Those who don't know Kinoflow, they're a movie film lighting company. So like the CRI, and the CRI is the color rendering index. It's how good your lighting renders your colors, i.e. is red actually red, or is it like half purple, or is the red it's showing like really shitty and not look like the actual red of your lighter or your handles. So obviously sunlight is the standard, what we set things by. And so if things have a high CRI, the colors are accurate to what they look like. And I'll give you a quick science lesson. That's just because visible light has the whole rainbow in it. And this is all just a reflection. This is red because this is absorbing red and every other color is coming back to our eyes. So if you change the values of color, of how much blue, how much orange is in something, then you're getting into color balance. But if you change like how much of the spectrum it has, If it has less, i.e. just less color in the light, but it has enough intensity, then you get into your CRI, and it just doesn't render colors right because they're all mixed up, and there's just not enough color in the light to reflect, so it reflects back shitty. So they measure it like that. So the Kino Flow CRI bulbs I have are 100. So like, that's what I mostly used. But there was a couple shots and setups to where I had these under the glass. So its color was way off, and I had to saturate it and balance it. And not a big issue. I shoot 10-bit, so I have, my camera has the leeway to do it. I mean, it's not an airy, but I also don't have to spare $100,000 for a camera body, let alone $60,000 for, you know, one Cook lens. It can be handled. You can manage it. But when you mix them is when it gets goofy. When you edit them together, you notice the color shift. You notice things don't exactly look right. So I had to, you know, fix it. No big deal. I knew it would happen. I just didn't know how far off they were. And the trick to it is, say you got a low CRI and you know you got to bump saturation in the end. The trick always is be consistent. Once you use either the Kinos or you use all of these, you stick to it. That way you, whatever issues you have, you can solve them in one go. And that, I fortunately kind of did. There was only like 2 setups where I fucked up, and I set it up with those. And I realized it later, but I took the challenge. Three. Oh! Shit. My brain just... a little too excited. My brain farted. Since I was talking a long time ago about, like, Saturday morning cartoons, oh, I got excited. Out comes Puppy. Hi, Puppy. Almost. I'm so sorry. I got excited, so now you're like, oh my god, it's my turn. I also found the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Woo! And Captain N. Oh my god. See? Excited. Hopefully, the owners don't issue strikes. They only issue claims. Because I would love to share that. Nostalgia. No, 5. Yep. Oh, I'm getting inspected. I'm getting puppy inspection. It's cute when he sniffs like that. But what dogs did I see? I can't remember. But you would inspect me today. We saw them like yesterday when we were walking. You see me? Yeah, you can. Okay. Almost done, puppy douche. Just for you, we'll clean up off camera, okay? We will finish these, bid everyone farewell, and then we'll clean up later. Because I am a little bit hungry. I only had that coffee and your grandpa's cookie for breakfast. But we'll do PW, and then we'll pick up something for lunchy munchies. Yeah. And then we will research. I saw some good sources on kawaii-ness that breaks down the aesthetic. They only talk about the art of it, though. Involving people, of course, like, you know, kawaii clothes and whatnot, but nobody talked about the attitude, or like what I noticed with the imported Korean cheerleader, about how it's a behavior as well. So maybe that's something I observed that other people did not. Maybe I'm an asshole and I'm completely wrong. With me, there's always that chance. One more trick. There we go. Oh, I gotta watch those words because you understand one more and stuff like that. That's why you're staring at me, because I keep saying one more and blah blah blah. And okay. Yeah, look at your ears. You know the word okay. I forgot. Dog has linguistic skills. There it is again. I have a cold. Every time I hear that, that's the only thing I can think of is that advertisement. There. Alright. Oh, no. I'm an a-hole. Sorry. Boy. Then we got testing. Which should work. It's just fucking soldering a wire in. But, you know, quality purposes. Make sure we're all set. Man, you know, I was about to say this is the stuff I miss on set and stuff like that. But I hear, man, I read some sad shit on like the VFX forums and stuff like that. VFX, my heart goes out to people. Like, I'm learning it, but like, you know, when you play with the big boys, it's always about specialization. Like, you scope, rotoscope, or you motion track. Like, if you motion track, you don't rotoscope. If you rotoscope, you don't motion track. You know, on the YouTube side of things, I'm a generalist. But like, when you play with the big boys, that's, if you're keying, that's what you're doing. You're keying one frame at a time, and you are only keying. You are not fucking doing anything else. Which, when you're gambling with $300 million, that's good. It gives you time to focus. It gives you focus, but, man, the sad things I read are just, it's a bad state of the industry. A lot of studios buttoning up the doors and whatnot. Yikes. Alright, let's check our work. Puppy! I need a power cord, which is right here. Okay. Bzz. Hey, no sparks flew. Awesome. Continuity. Okay, so, yeah, that one works, and that's awesome. It just lays flat. That's all I wanted it to do. So. Somebody did something. Okay, next. Could I, in theory, string them together and test them all? That's a good question. I think in theory I could. Wrong end. Yeah, because they're different ends. Oh, we can mass test them. You know what? It's more fun to spend time with you guys. Now I don't remember who's who. We'll do them one at a time. It's more fun to spend time with you guys. Good. 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 It probably would have been the same. To string them all together and just test them was because about the same amount of time. Good. Oh shit, the door's open again. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the bug's getting zapped. Tucky, almost done, okay? Poor little guy. I've told him that 100 times. Is it lunchtime for him? Oh yeah. That's another reason why he's probably bothering me. It's almost lunchtime. Okay, good. And good. Wouldn't it be amazing? Last one shorts out like fucking. Oh. All right. Water left? Yeah, I got some water left. Okay, so that's solved, and that was an issue. So now I can string them together, and they won't flippy flop around, and they'll get looser. I'll loosen them up as well. But good. That was an issue that I wanted to solve. We had more, but like I said, I was gonna make like two. I was gonna make two of these because I actually have one cable that doesn't have an end on it. But like I said way earlier, when you buy these, they obviously come with this as the joiner, but they also come with how you want to power it. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to nip it and then wire on your plug. But with finding this, I now technically have a cable that doesn't have an end on it. And I didn't feel like sacrificing, because once I clip this, I have this end hot, and then I have this end not wasted. I'd make it into hot. But again, some of these changed their design. They no longer have this. Oh. So I would have one weird power cord that wouldn't fit. So it was almost wasted. But since I saw that they sell this for a reasonable price, I grabbed one. Now everything's pretty even. And I'll figure out what to do with that other cable. Maybe I'll just put a standard screw socket on it, which is always useful. But yeah, we got this all set to go. Cold. No, I'm just kidding. It's cold. It's off. Let's unplug for safety. Since we will be going on a doge walk, rain's not coming in. Yeah, everybody's good. Everybody's good. Alright, let's close it up. Just yank that out. Yank that out. That's our problem solving for today. And, you know, it's like 1 o'clock, depending where you live. Thank you. All one or two of you. Screaming into the void. Fun. Being small. I'm going to probably feed the puppy some lunch, and then maybe I will eat breakfast before we go. Some sort of food. And then we'll go for a puppy walk. I'd take you, but internet's sketchy, and it is raining. Like, here, you don't need to look at me. Like, it is, can you even see it? Well, you see the drips off the roof, but, like, I don't think you can see the rain falling. Yeah, you can't really see the rain falling, but, yeah, it's wet out here. It's wet out here. So, we'll figure it out as we go. So, like we always do. I'll clean up later, since we've got dog duties. So, otherwise I clean it up now with you guys, but it's a little bit late, and, you know, take care of the puppy's son. So, with that, I bid you guys adieu. And, one last thing, maybe we'll try, see, some of the IRL things, I worry about that they're boring, but I have to manage my footage for my last 2 films. My computer is almost full. I have both Cool PC's footage and Cups. and they're about 2 to 2.5 terabytes each, and that's almost all of my storage. 5 terabytes total. No, I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. I have more storage than that, but it's pretty full. And I was thinking maybe we could stream going through it, tossing it out. I could talk you through some shots. Like, my plan is, I hate that I have to delete my stuff, but what do? Build a server and put it on there and then it sits there for years, so it just kind of has to be that way. So I was thinking, we go through and get rid of all the specialized stuff, but the general out in the city, things that can be reused, we look through it, then we put it in a folder and we shrink the size. So, I'll let you know. I always post about it, so. I think we could do that stream, because then I can get familiar with OBS, which I've only turned it on and set up cameras and sources, so I kind of got familiar with the software, but not actually live streaming. Who knows? Maybe today. I don't know, because as day turns into night here, it turns back into day for you guys. So maybe we'll do it today, and we'll go through footage. Because I haven't offloaded any of the new stuff that I shot for the new film. And now would be a good time, because I really wouldn't fuck anything up. Like, accidentally delete something, and then I gotta travel across the city to go shoot it again. It might be a good idea. Yeah, so maybe I'll see you guys later tonight. Alright, anyways, a long goodbye. Yeah, good night, or day, wherever you are. I'm gonna take care of puppy son who's staring at me. Oh, won't let me touch him, so see you later. Bye.